What's up guys, welcome back. We're going to be solving another question in today's video, and we have x squared minus x cubed is equal to 80, and we need to find the value of the x in this question. So previously we solved a bunch of questions using the approach that we're going to use in this question, and basically on the questions that we see x with two different powers, either 1, 2 or 3, and on the other side of the equation when we have one single number. So the first approach to go with this kind of question is that try to see if you can write down that number on the right side of the equation in a format like this. So basically what we have on the left side of the equation. And we tried this strategy multiple times in the channel for different numbers, such as 36, which was 3 cubed plus 3 squared, so 27 plus 9. We tried 430, which was 3 cubed plus 3, so that's the 1 and 3 combination. We did 412, which was 2 to the 3 plus 2 to the 2, so another 3 and 2 combination. The other good one was 68, which was basically 4 to the power of 3 plus 4, so 1 3 combination. And 80 is another combination that we can memorize, and if we look at 80, we'll see that 80 can be written as 4 to the 3 plus 4 to the 2, so basically 64 plus 16, that's going to give us that 80. So no need to freak out in this kind of question. Most likely the number on the right side can be written in this format. So now you might ask that, okay, now that we know that 4 can be written in that thing, so 4 might be an answer. So let's try 4 in here. So 4 is 4 squared minus 4 cubed, so 16 minus 64. Okay, that does not work. But we might go with like, okay, what if we put minus 4? And if we do minus 4, we'll get 16 from the first one, and minus 64, that's going to give us 80, and that's good. And you might be, okay, we know the answer. And so at this point, one may argue that, okay, we found the answer, we don't need to go through the process that you're going to explain now, or try to break it down and go through those algebra formula to try to see what we can get. So obviously minus 4 is one of the answers, but we don't know that this is the only answer. So the rest of this question is the process to check that if this is the only answer or there are more answers in here. Let's try to go with the approach that I talked about. Okay, so basically we have x squared minus x cubed. I'm just going to bring 80 on the other side of the equation, so minus 80 is equal to 0, and we can do x squared minus x cubed minus, instead of 80 we're going to use what we did in here, 4 cubed minus 4 squared is equal to 0. Now we can pair the ones with the power of 3 and pair these two together, so basically x squared minus 4 squared, and we're going to factor minus 1 from the other two, so minus x cubed plus 4 cubed is equal to 0. So in these two we have difference of two squares, which is a squared minus b squared, and this will be a minus b times a plus b. And we have the addition of two cubes, a cubed plus b cubed, which would be basically a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. So we're going to use these two formulas for each of these. From the first one we have x minus 4 times x plus 4, and for the addition of two cubes we have x plus 4 times x squared minus 4x plus 4 squared, which is 16, is equal to 0. Now we can see the common factor, x plus 4. We're going to factor x plus 4. So from the first one we get x minus 4, and from the other one we basically have, don't forget we have a negative sign in here, so that has to be multiplied in here. So don't miss on that minus sign in there. So we're just going to multiply everything by minus 1. So minus x squared plus 4x minus 16 is equal to 0. Now we have a times b is equal to 0, meaning a can be 0 and b can be 0 too. So x plus 4 is equal to 0. which will be x is equal to minus 4, or the answer that we predicted at the beginning of the question. So this is a no-brainer. Let's go to the other part of the equation where our b is equal to 0. So I'm just going to simplify this. So we have minus x squared, so this one's out. We have 4x plus x, which is 5x, and we have, so these two are out too, so we have minus 16 minus 4, which is minus 20, is equal to 0. And now we have our quadratic equation where our a is minus 1, our b is 5, and our c is minus 2. So if we want to find the x, minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2a. So minus b is minus 5 plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 5 squared, or 25 minus 4 times a is minus 1, and c is minus 20 over 2 times minus 1, or minus 2. So if we want to find our x, we have minus 5 plus or minus, so this will be minus 80. So 25 minus 80 will be minus 55, meaning we have complex answers in here divided by minus 2, since we have a negative sign under the square root. So this will be equal to minus 5 plus or minus the square root of 55. Instead of minus 1, we're going to do our I squared, or our imaginary number, so the I can get out of the equation. So our x will be minus 5 plus or minus, I can get out 55 divided by minus 2. So here we can just multiply the numerator and denominator by minus 1. So we'll get two x's in here. One of them will be 5 plus I times square root of 55, and the other one will be 5 minus I square root of 55 divided by 2. So yeah, two more answers in here and one in here, 3 answers in total, and that's what we were talking about at the beginning of the video. Yeah, we could guess the minus 4 answer, but we have to go through this process to find the 2 complex answers that we have. Hope you guys find this one helpful. Let me know if you have any other solution to this one, or feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. I'd be happy to answer those. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video.